In the South Park movie, there is a song called Blame Canada, and you know what? Maybe Miss Broflovsky was on to something. Oh my god. Yo. You guys know how I feel about if you were a long time sub, well, not long, I mean the channel is like what, 2 months old, but if you've been on this channel for a minute, you know how I feel about this type of thing, alright? But this is coming to us from the National Post, the Canadian outlet. Accusations fly as human rights hearing into transgender woman's Brazilian wax complaint by Douglas Kwan. And this is Jessica Yaniv. This is Jessica Yaniv, a man in British, I think British Canada, something like, not British Canada, but Bureau of Canada, describes himself as a LGBTQ activist because, I mean, it's such an easy job, I guess. I don't know. Like, like, dude, you a dude, man. There is... I refuse to put this in it, like there is no percentage because you have a meat, my dude. And this is the scariest thing in the world. Let's read more into this article because, like, what's being discussed here is something that, regardless, I don't see why, right? BC Human Rights Tribunal hearing devolved into repeated outbursts and name-calling this week as it considered a transgender, this guy's complaint that a home-based salon discriminated against him by denying him a Brazilian wax. This is this movie called The 40-Year-Old Virgin. I think that came out like, what, 2004, 2005? Deal is that one of the most prominent scenes was not Steve Martin, what's his name? Steve Carell getting his chest waxed. I'm sitting there screaming. Now, a Brazilian wax is much of the same, but on your twig and berries. What? Like, I mean, I guess because that sounds like something out of a Saw movie to me. You know, that sounds like pure torture on the twig and berries. Can you dig it? Now, if you're trying to catch that space above it, okay, cool. But if you actually talking about the twig and berries, then that's like, I don't see how that's a win for anybody. This guy as well, Jesse. I ain't calling you no damn Jessica. I ain't playing that game over here. I'm not conforming to your bullshit. At one point, the complaint compared the business owner to a I was asking, I see his deal. I work with a lot of Jewish people, and I was asking, like, does this not irritate you the same way it does the same way it does me when they bring up slavery? Like, I mean, fall back. That's not your fight. We don't live in those times right now. How about you focus on, like, what you focus on? And the deal is that if you need either one of our arguments, right? If you need the Jewish argument or if you need the black argument, well, not black, but the descendant, sorry. If you need the descendant argument, then your argument has no legs to stand on. It really doesn't. If you need to prop your argument up with what happened years ago in a completely different world, I'm sorry, but your argument don't stand tall at all. Maybe you should sit down. The lawyer for this business owner accused the complainant of engaging in half-truths and fabrications. Tribunal adjudicator Devin Constantino frequently had to interject to maintain decorum and to keep the hearing from careening off course. If you watch the video with Mark Rizzoli that I have put on, that I have on the channel, there's somebody sitting there trying to shout him down, trying to scream at him. And he checked him. He checked him hard and he checked him quick. And it was boom, my man. But that's the thing about these type of authoritarian, totalitarian, my way or the highway, you have to adhere to what I'm telling you to do and say type people, is that, well, those are the type of people that they are. And instead of listening to anything, to any type of dissenting opinion, they'd much rather just shut down your voice and go about their business. But a substantive question remained at the core of the Rockets' day-long hearing. Should a business be allowed to deny service based on should a business be allowed to deny service on the basis of gender identity? Seeing how gender isn't a thing over here, yeah, by all means. You can't force somebody to play with your twig and berries like that. Jesse, the complainant, told the hearing that he was entitled to receive the advertised wax service, and if the tribunal ruled against him, it could lead to a dangerous... That sounds like a threat, don't it? It could lead to a dangerous precedent. That kind of feels like a threat. You cannot choose your clientele is going. You cannot choose who your clientele is going to be, he said. However, business owner Marcia De Salva said she was not comfortable carrying out a Brazilian wax on a person with male genitalia, nor did she have the training for it. Jay Cameron, De Silva's lawyer and litigation manager with the Alberta-based Justice Center for Constitutional Freedoms, told the hearing that a ruling against his client would be tantamount to ordering intimate services against someone's will, and I am 100% on board with that. They're right. They're right. This is people. I mean, this guy right here, he purposefully going out of his way to be a pain in the behind. He going out of his way, and I believe, like, particularly those in that community. Like I said, man, like, however you want to feel, however you want to be, but don't interject on someone else. And that's what they are aiming to do. They're looking for this type of attention. They want to be in the headlines like this, and that's why it's best just to dead dish. Like, nah, we gonna deal with reality here. This is a guy. And I'm assuming, like, like I said, he's not going for the landing strip. He trying to get the I guess the twig and berries done, and that is like, yeah, like that. Nah, not even. That's not cool. Like, how can you be so willing to interject yourself into somebody else's personal space like that? That's unfair. And I know fair is where pigs judge where pigs get judged. And if you want fair, go find a carnival. But nah, not in this instance. This is grossly inappropriate, and they shouldn't be trying to compel her to do it. Yeah, man, stepping all over her rights for what? The complaint heard on Wednesday is one of more than a dozen filed by the guy who describes himself as a digital marketing expert, of course, and LGBTQ activist, naturally. All allege he was the subject of discrimination by salons. A few complaints have been settled without hearing or withdrawn. So, and that's the thing, they settle. That's the thing, like a lot of places will settle just to get people out of their head. And so he making bank right now. Like, this is a scam, This really is. This guy also made headlines recently for engaging in a social media spat with free speech advocate Lindsay Shepard, in which they both made disparaging remarks about each other. Twitter subsequently banned Shepard from the platform, but not Yaniv, and she was banned for saying the truth, that this is a dude, and he going through hustling all these different businesses. I mean, it's a lucrative hustle for him. You gotta cut this shit out. I mean, Canada, y'all too damn nice out there. US, man, like, we cannot pick this shit up. Like, our justice system's already banged to no end. Why would we sit here and add this type of bullshit on top of it? The tribunal had initially issued a publication ban yielding this guy's identity, but on Wednesday, Constantino decided to lift the ban instead on the dude's social media presence and public advocacy. See, I'm in America. We got this thing called free speech, my guy. And you got a 5 o'clock You got a 5 o'clock shadow. Oh man, I didn't mean to do all that. Let me see. I have a problem. Is this we live in a different day and age now. I'm not even really interested in going on all this guy gotta say. What do you mean we live in it's not a different day and age. You got a twig and berries, my dude. And honestly, you should not be trying to force this lady into doing a service that she said no to. Like, it's like you're compelling her. Get a girlfriend, man. I mean a boyfriend, apparently. I don't know what the hell you into. But the deal is like, find somebody that's willing to do it. Because, the internet does exist. You can hop your happy ass online. There'll be somebody more than happy to do it for you. And you can go about your day. Why are you sitting here just trying to force this? This is like with the cake bake, with the baker. If somebody says no, just take they no and leave, bruh. Like, why you gotta be like that? Why you gotta be the one to create all the drama and create all the strife? And I know what it is. You got all that feminine energy pent up in you. I mean, dude, this guy is clearly estrogenic to no end, but that don't mean you get the right, my man. That don't mean you get the right to have somebody else, do something that they don't want to do. Sorry, Jesse. That's just not how it work, my guy. That's not how it work at all. And you really owe this lady and the Canadian courts an apology. You the one that's in the wrong, family. Like, my God. Like, I don't even... I'm not going through any more of this because it's disgusting. This is disgusting. And this is the type of stuff they trying to allow here in the United States. Nah, family. We cannot allow our court systems and our good naturedness to be used against us. And that's what's really taking place. I think that's probably the most frustrating part to me when it comes to all of the AOC stuff and like these people who like really try to emotionally manipulate us into being like, oh, well, my goodness, I got to completely drop my guard because if I don't, those big titties AOC got going to be upset with me. Like, nah, yo. Nah, man. Nah, I'm sorry. This can't stand. These types of things can't stand, and the courts are supposed to be for serious matters. If, like, you know what, Jesse, if you do need therapy, if you do need to sit down and talk to somebody, you should, But as far as forcing somebody to do a Brazilian wax on your twig and berries, my G, nah, dude. Nah. Not even. Like this, I'm like, honestly, like this story's really angered me because this lady shouldn't have to be going, like, none of this should be taking place right now. Like, you're a guy, go be about your business. Just, I mean, if you want to live your life as a woman, no one's tripping on you. I'm not going to sit here and play your game, but I mean, you in Canada and they like playing that game out there. They're like, oh yeah, cool, sure, whatever you think, by all means, let's completely indulge in your mental breakdown. Cool, not over here. All right. So with that being said, all the internet stuff, if you like to toss the like, dislike it, go ahead, do that too. Yeah, I'm keeping this dude up here. I'm keeping him right there. Like, this is a spot for the bad chick, but this is the dude that think he a bad chick. Yeah, alright, my G. Whatever. So, all the internet stuff, if you liked it, toss it a like. Dislike, go ahead, do that too. I'm not scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice and you want to get videos like this every single day. Share because sharing is caring, and, YouTube's definitely not going to do it. And speak, let me know, what do you think in the comments? Bruh, this is a guy. Alright? I don't believe that we should be indulging in people's fantasies like this. This is insane. This is insane. And you're trying to you are compelling this lady to do something that, honestly, nah, man, it's well within her rights to refuse to do. That's the thing. She has rights as well, and those rights shall not be infringed upon. And you having I've gone through it too many times, guys. Until the next one.